Okay, I think that should be my stream live. Just playing some Minecraft, chilling. I've played Minecraft for a long time, and never thought like I'd make like anything on it related to content, but it's pretty chill and just doing little random stuff. So thought I went up. I'm just mining Obby at the moment for a bigger project. I really wouldn't mine it longer. Probably, I'll do the math here in a second. Probably 5 more minutes. I open chat on my other device so I can see what's up. There we go. Boom. Yeah. Uh, Using the obsidian for a future portal design. It's going to be like Subnautica themed, and then also going to use it to make a gold farm, but it's not the common gold farm. Stop stealing my swag. Hey Charlie, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing? Oh hey Turner, how you doing? I've not talked to you in ages. I was watching some of Mickey's stream, Charlie, but I don't have much an interest in like Dark Souls and such. So I watched him play some of the scary game, but that was it. I believe it was Christmas Eve. And yours number Charlie. Turner, you should play this world. We had a bunch of fun on the past in the kind of speak English on the past worlds we had like a good half a year ago. It was good. Charlie's making his V Vanda emotes. I'm just getting obsidian for a gold portal. I mean gold farm. I'm gonna make a Zevotech type of farm, which essentially manipulates game mechanics to um yeah. Essentially, I'll have a gold farm which I can use to trade iron for gold. That's essentially what it is. Because gold isn't too useful. It's pure not bad. It's free. All right, nice. I'm confused. And then Turner says Vicar. And Charlie, you're not tempted to play any Siege or that, nah? Do you just think of awful randoms? Does that put you off Siege? The game state is funky, and it is still very buggy and broken, and I feel like it's slowly degrading. I don't speak whatever that is, Spanish. No comprende. Comprende? I don't know. I did French for 3 years, and it made me realise, because it was mandatory, you had to do a language in Scotland. It made me realise how people could dislike school, because if they disliked school the same way how I disliked French, then I can really see why someone disliked it. But I really didn't mind school at all, to be honest. For me, it was actually more enjoyable sometimes than the external, so it was fine. And I didn't mind yeah, learning. As long as I had an interest in it, there's always going to be downtimes and pointless parts and things that just don't interest you, even if it's something you enjoy or it's just something basic like English. Okay, back to fun Funimation. Okay, pure boring, mate. Not gonna play Siege. All right. Yeah, it does get stale. It's difficult to add in. It's weird. It feels like at the moment, like the skill gaps went down, but at the same time, I still struggle because I've been playing with people that are highest gold low plat as on my second account in that, because they're just friends I have known for ages, but I can't play them on my main usually because I'm too high in elo, and the way them people play in them lower ranks just always throw me off. I get shit on by golds, but I'd rather play diamonds and shit at the same time, you know. It's always kind of been that way, but this season it's rough. But I've been playing a little bit, not much. Oh wait, I've got enough. I have 8. The largest portal you can make, nether portal, is a 23 by 23, and I have 8. I've already done half of them portals, so I need a total of 46 per portal. 46 times 8, 368. Divided by 64, 5.75 gives you 64.48. I've got well over enough, so I'm gonna go make my portal. But to do that, oh, lightning's not loading. To do that, I need to. This is my base. This is my power space. To do that, I need to make black concrete. I'm gonna make like black concrete as a walls around it. So I think it'll look pretty nice. So it matches the obsidian, which is a very dark block. It kind of reminds me of like Vanta Black. Vanta Black is like a funky material some engineers made, or some people made, and it absorbs like, I believe the number is 99.965% of light. I don't know how they work that out, but I know they designed it, so they probably know the math. My friend Dark Steve. For instance, Black Ops 2 days. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. They banned it on cars because it makes it so you can shine a light on a car and it absorbs all the light, and you literally just can't see anything. And it's kind of dangerous at that point. It's like a hazard. But I always thought it looked pretty cool, just in general. You both probably found videos on it. It absorbs like, I don't know the number, but it's like 600-ish nm with lumens. I don't know. Or I think that's like the threshold. I don't know how they work that out either. I don't know much about lights. I just know that lights are cool. Sometimes. These are my nether tunnels. Boom boom. How much villagers do I have now? Because I was breeding them, but I've got them now because I was creating a iron farm, so it's very scuffed. Yeah, I have too much. So much that it makes it laggy to look at. Um, I need to get black concrete. I think I've got about a stack of ink sacks, and I've got enough sand and gravel, so I'll convert that, and then I'll go over and make the portals. That's the plan for today. I'm slowly converting this mushroom island. I planted all this grass. It's nice and vibrant. The only other type of grass that's like this in the game, or where you can find grass that's vibrant and bright, is in the jungle, and I quite like the look of it. So I'm gonna slowly plant that everywhere because it's very dull. I want to show you something. What do we know about? I'll check it in a bit. Because I just think it looks nice, and I'll also make it like a nice vibrant island and add a bunch of different stuff it gives the character. I think that would look nice. I will probably have an underground base that isn't really doesn't like that you wouldn't know there's anything here other than just all these farms really. Um, I'll probably just, I've not made anything like that yet. I've just got a chest area, but I'll have a basic underground base. Um, ink sacks, 55. That will do. I'll just convert as much as I can, and I've already got stack and a half. That's not bad. I've not used my pathway. I made a pathway last night to convert concrete. I don't think it will be too viable as there's block lag because it's an SMP. I play in this world with a good amount of people. So yeah, it won't be as good as I think. But it's just here. It's the fastest method of converting the concrete powder into actual blocks. You run it across here, there's water sources. You've got depth strider and soul speed. So you run across the soul sand, which you get a speed boost from, and then also the water, so it's like multiplied. And yeah, I'll just slowly mine it and run back. But it's got water sources each side, so it fills it back in with water. All it needs is water to convert it, you know. I had one of these in past worlds, and it worked like a charm. But I feel like I might have problems here. We'll see. I really don't need much concrete, but I like black concrete and I will use it. I was thinking about maybe using it as the roof of my portal. I mean the roof of my nether tunnel. But I don't think... I think that will take an absurd amount. Because my nether tunnel goes for 700 blocks. Which is almost equivalent to, yeah, like 6,000 in the overworld. Or just under. Because it's 8 blocks. Oh no, it'd be more. Because it's 8 blocks per 1 block in the nether, and that's a long way. For placing all the andesite, ice and everything I've already done, it took a long time. And to think about converting, I don't know what happened there. To think about converting all that Um, concrete? Oh no. Um, yeah, to convert all that concrete is going to be an absolute pain. And I don't have a squid farm or anything. You see, if you keep it right at the 5 block distance, you can essentially insta-mine. But, because there's block lag, I can't sprint and do this. Yeah, it doesn't work. There's a little bit of block lag, it's difficult to recognise it. But, before I could just run across this and insta-mine it like it's haste. As you can imagine, that's a lot faster. I don't think. No, I'm trying to do it, but I don't think I can here. So it's fine, we'll just slowly, gradually do it. A lot of resource gathering and grinding at the moment. I did the basics, what I wanted to do. I made an iron farm the other day. So I'm really gathering resources to do bigger projects. I'm probably 8% done on my slime farm. I need to add in lighting, mine it 1 or 2 more platforms, and add in golems to attract the slimes. And then that'll be that done. I'll use the slimes to, the slimes is useful in general, but I want to create like a big nice Subnautica theme portal. That was a great game I played. Survival kind of underwater, there's freaky monsters, but to be honest, out of everything, the atmosphere was amazing in the game, and it's like unmatched with anything I've ever played. The only time I've had an atmosphere like that was like COD 4 campaign. I'm just talking to myself, am I? Yeah. COD 4 campaign in Pripyat. You're going through the grass, the tall grass with just a sniper, nothing but soldiers around you, enemies, and you're behind the lines, and you've got Macmillan with you, giving you the voice lines in a thick Scottish accent. But yeah, Subnautica with your headset cranked in nighttime, um, like you're in the deep water, like a few hundred meters deep, and you just hear these weird sounds from creatures, and it's funky to say the least. Right, I've got enough concrete. I think I'll get some ice. Um, I'll use black wool on top of the portals to prevent mob spawns. That way I won't need to put slabs or glass or torches, and it'll just look like there's no wool there. So that will be nice. And then, what else? I'll use ice to actually place the water. I need a good amount of buckets. Um, I need to put dispensers with water in them. And I'll also have flint and steel. So I'll take this, do not need that netherrack. I'll take a good amount of wood. I'll use, I don't need wood actually. I'm gonna need to make a tube for the zombie pigman to fall down. But I think I might not even do that, I'll just put a big hopper tray at the bottom. So, I've got the dispensers. I do not have the dispensers. Okay, I've got string at my golem farm, so I'll pop over get that, and I'll get more chests. I need more chests. I'm just thinking about the resources, that way I don't need to come back. So I've got that. I've got the gold in here. I'll make a bunch of buckets. I'll use them anyway. Why am I worrying about it? Got enough iron too. There's only 8 portals. I'll just make 15 buckets. That'll do me. I've got all the hoppers now that I need. So I just need to make dispensers now. Do the iron now. I'll worry about all that later. I don't need to make any. I don't need to manipulate the way how the mobs are once they actually spawn. I just need them to spawn. Oh, I'll need buttons don't work anymore. I think I'll need trapdoors, so I'll need a lot of wood for that. I'll figure that out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to put trapdoors on the side of the portals, so the pigmen spawn and they walk off. But I actually think they changed that mechanic, so it doesn't work like that anymore. They spawn in next to the portal, they don't spawn in the portal. The old zombie pigman farms before Zero Tick or anything consisted of a bunch of ginormous portals, and they just left running. Here's it here. And they just are running um, by themselves, and they just gradually spawn in the portal, the zombie pigmen, and then yeah, they drop into an area, and you get nuggets. The gold farms were never viable on console like they were on PC, but ever since the introduction of Bedrock Edition, it's definitely is better. I'll just make a bunch of dispensers. I'll use it anyway. I'll just put it in my resting chest. Oh, rest in peace, cat. Um, but yeah, so I never really bothered with gold farms before, but they added zero tick as a method, so you can essentially manipulate the game mechanics to enhance like the enhance rates by turning the portal on and off. So I'll just have like a water system that turns it on and off, or I'll have water that deactivates a portal, and um, at the same time flint and steel to activate it. Uh, that's not what I wanted. I need sticks. I knew I had some in here. Um, planks. There we go. Okay, right, my inventory's a bit full. That's my backpack, chocolate box. I'll stick all my stuff in here. That will do. Gotta get some redstone now. I always listen to music or a podcast when I'm playing, even if I'm talking to friends. So it's kind of odd without any of that. It's very quiet, to be honest. I try to fill that void. Um, Gotta be careful. I don't have a bow in my inventory. The game doesn't register an enchanted bow as long as it has durability, I believe. It will use it as in a crafting recipe. So um, I've had it before where I've used my good bow to make a dispenser. It just uses it up in the crafting recipe. Wow, didn't know it was this much cobble. Right, I will not use 40 dispensers anytime soon, so we're good. Doo -doo. If I didn't get that iron golem farm the other day, I would have had to go use a spider spawner, which we don't even have one set up in this world. I just have I have a decent bit of string actually. I would have had the basics for dispensers actually. I would have had enough to do what I wanted to do today, but another day I would have been stuck. And then I need wool now, black wool for carpets. Oh, that's obsidian in there. See, I don't recognize. Black wool, concrete, and obsidian. I can't tell because of the textures. Um, Take that all be in my inventory for now. That'll do me. I need a lot of flint as well. It's up here. Um, Essentially I'm trading iron for gold in this farm. I use flint and steels, which actually use a lot of iron. I'll show you something very unnecessary. Ha ha ha. Mending on breaking. I remember I showed it to a friend before in one of my older worlds. He freaked out. Or not freaked out, but he didn't have any gear, so he was like, why? Okay. We'll get to making this poll. I said to my friend I'd play Siege with him. What's the time? Yeah, I'll leave in 20 minutes, probably. Oh, wrong button. So yeah. I don't get it with the Elytra, but I get an absurd amount of momentum sometimes, and it makes no sense. I don't have any little spare blocks at the moment. I guess I'll just use Blackstone. I believe I go to a wise 116 here. That's the maximum 23 by 23. I don't think I'll be able to cover the whole mushroom. Well, I obviously could, but I don't think I'll go out my way to do it It will just take a lot of grass. I already took about four shell clay boxes to do it so far, to just to place the grass that I've got, and it was very tedious to one obtain it and then to place it down. So I think I'll keep the majority of it grass, but definitely not all. Um, I just counted to make sure that uh, I've not got this wrong. The very first portal I made here, I made that a full one, and it was actually off. So I had to mine one pillar down, and then go back. Big noob. I just have random floating shit. I've made like a cool UFO thing, but they like the little lights aren't actually anything, by the way. If you're curious, over there. I did have a beacon in there, but you couldn't see it, unless you flew up to it, which was annoying. So I assume it was bugged, but the old version of Minecraft we had, the Legacy Edition, I keep going over one more block. Um, the Y value wasn't a factor in both, like going up and down. Like if you place a beacon at the bottom of the world, you'll still get the effect of when you're at the height limit, Y 256. But um, in the old version, um, you could have a portal like at Y100 and you'd still get it at Y0, and now you can't get that anymore. But that's the more intended feature. The intended feature is it doesn't go down, it goes up type of thing. It goes down to an extent, but not near as much as it does infinitely up, you know. I don't even know how I got on that tangent, jeez. Um, yeah. Fuck, I missed it. These llamas and the wandering villagers are traders. They spawn like literally anywhere. It's funny. Sometimes I'm doing like a project in the middle of nowhere. They're just floating about. I got a spearmint obby, so yeah, I'll use it for my other portal design. It's not a gold farm necessarily. It's literally uh, just a design of a portal. It uses like slime, dark prismarine. I keep doing that, and obsidian. So I think about it now. I could use black concrete. When I had the design for the portal, I never got into making it my pass walls. But when I had the design, concrete wasn't even in the game. I don't think. Is that me? One more one. Watch me be off by like a block. I did double check it or even triple check it on the first portal I made, so as long as I follow that template, then I'm fine. But there's a slight possibility it's off. It really shouldn't be done. Um, it'll, I think my island will kind of look like Super Mario or something like that. Once it's done, I'll have like a bunch of mushrooms. I'll create like a cool I'll make like a textured to make a realistic pipe look like a cartoon pipe, if you get what I mean. Um, I think I'll do that, and like a big green pipe in the middle of the island, stuff like that. I think it'll look cool. Or maybe I can make like a creeper farm inside it and shoot them out. I'm just gonna use black wool to build up. Or obsidian, fuck it. Yeah, I'll put down this wool before I forget. Oh shit, my tea will be cold. I literally made tea, a cup of tea, before I started the stream. I never used to consider streaming because my internet was awful. But I think it's cool that I can do it now. And it's just like something that I look back at all my content as something nice to look back on. And something obviously that is entertaining because if I don't, if I wouldn't watch it myself, how can I expect others? Hopefully you can't hear me drink tea. But probably could. But uh, yeah, I like looking back at my older stuff, the videos in it, and it's quite nice. But really, not much has changed in terms of like what I play, how I play, stuff like that. So, oh, that's so annoying. I won't rush this because it keeps getting stacked. A lot of mobs just for this one area, because you can't. The mobs can spawn in the Mushroom Island, and then everything is all water. So yeah, mad spawns. Later. Maybe I should stream or play some Bed Wars sometime. I quite enjoy Bed Wars. Um, some of the maps aren't amazing, no doubt. Oh shit, I need more wool. My phone's relatively low battery. How is the quality bad, or is it the setting I've got on? One moment. I have it on auto on 44p. I need to go get a bunch more wool because I'll need to put wool on top of the concrete as well. I'll just have like a big dish to have the water stream and bring them all into a 2x2 area, and I'll have probably a setting. So I don't even need to come down here. I could just place an ender chest. So I'll have either a setting so I can kill them with looting and get a lot more rates, or just yeah make them fall damage. But I don't really, I'm not going to use it for XP or that. That's usually the main thing for any gold farm, but kind of works differently on Bedrock. So, and I've got a garden farm, and I don't really need XP. So I can't fly today apparently. I'm just talking what I think. If I wasn't talking, I'd be thinking this to myself. So, or just about some random off-topic thing, not even related to Minecraft. Now I need a bunch of my concrete. I still have some powder actually. That's a stack of powder. Put this obby back. Yes. That will do me. Might not another rocket. I think 3 blocks will do it. 3 blocks beneath. It's central aligned with the gold farm. So I'll just keep that pillar or that build right there up. Yeah, I'll use war. Let me think. I'll need to have a gradual level. It's 8 water for 8 blocks. Goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. 22. I'll need to have like like it gradually go down in 3 levels. I'll start over this side, yeah. Okay. Didn't really think about this beforehand, as you may have noticed. Oh, I'm gonna need a lot of concrete now I think about it, actually. That would do, yeah. I technically don't even need this. I don't need another block here. I'll be safe with it. Hmm. We'll find out just how much I'll actually need. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll quit the general template. See, it just like, it just absorbs like the light kinda. It obviously doesn't, but it seems that way, and I think it looks very cool. It's just kinda, it will just look odd at the distance, and you can't make out really what's here other than the big massive portal frames. So I think that will be good. I trapdoors here. The mobs will think they can walk past. Oh yeah, they'll actually just spawn outside the portal, as I already stated. So yeah, no, won't go any more than 2 blocks. So this will be fine. I'll make like 8x8 grids and gradually down 1 block each time. Ah. Oh my god. Dude. Getting trolled, man. We're showing up bridges a lot in Bed Wars. I'm not speed bridge or nothing, but I big noob right now. 3, 4. I'll count this side. That's the center there, so that'll be fine. That's in the middle. So yeah, I'll have a water stream that goes. Oh, message dog. At base. Making gold. I probably will stream for another like 10 minutes. I said to my friend I'd play Siege with him, so didn't say farm. Making gold just sounds extremely vague. Can I bake? Yeah. Oh shit. So wait, it's not aligned. It is aligned. I don't think it is aligned on that. You've got the center which is here. Because this goes 8 blocks, alright? This is 8 blocks, but they could still fall down the side. I guess I'll just put a wall up to this right side of the portal. Worst case scenario, I'll have it go 1 more block and make it go up 1 block. So it's like that, and water goes here and it travels 1 more block that way. I'll do that. It won't, I'll make it look the same from outside though. Yeah. So yeah, they'll spawn in here, and one more block that needs to go up here, and I can test if the water flows. Yeah, I'll need a good, I'd say, mm, at least 4 more stacks to fill in this bottom bit on the walls. Well, these are 8x8 sections to fill in, and now the walls will go up. I'll make the walls go up until the poles. So yeah, I'd say about 6 stacks actually. Um, that just runs off. Well, I can test. I just need to float 8 blocks, you know, up until this edge. And I'm fine. Boom. Do you have my shovel on me? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Solid. I'll go see my pal, and then I'm gonna go. I'll come meet you at top, and then I'll go play Siege. Where'd I leave my boat? Backpack? Not backpack. It must be in my end tunnel then, there's no way. I always used to leave my at my hub, or I mean my tunnel, or in my inventory. Maybe I dumped it in a chest. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so the only thing I need to finish that is black concrete. I've got all the stuff, flint to make flint and steel, the dispensers, the redstone. I just make a simple clock to zero tick the farms and possibly, or the portals, and possibly alter the timing so it works on a SMP with a lag, a little bit of lag, and then yeah, we'll be all set. You might be busy. It's kind of selfish for me to say I'll meet you at hub. He's probably busy doing something. Maybe not, but we'll see. I'll taste so not too warm. Ah, what am I doing? Yeah, there we go. Haha, there's a man. He's messaging. With that, I'm going to get my headset charger, whatever it is. Our secret. Is this something that I shouldn't stream? Nah. Our secret. What are these? One moment. we go. Okay, I'm back. Yes. Uh, Finn made this up, Todd. Looks pretty nice. I think ideally it should be big or have multiple floors. I don't know. And stay low. We're in a COD campaign. Um, there's always lag in these boats whenever you're behind it. It's just a bug rock. But if you play on a Minecraft world, I always advise like nether tunnels. If there's stuff obviously far away, like it's just so much more efficient to go via boat and stuff or via ice boats. It's just efficiency. It saves your time. Like I travel 6,000 or my base is 6,000 blocks, more than 6,000 blocks away in the overworld. If I were to just go there traveling that way, it would take forever. And the amount of times I go to my base, it saves a lot of time overall. Or if you factor in even just a basic nether tunnel, um, it still is a good amount of time. So if you want to keep these, nah, usually people always want to keep their zombie villagers. Dark Steve only started playing the world last week, and he's been pretty busy. He's only really been playing a lot the past 2 days, so props him. He's been grinding. He's got a lot of stuff already. I actually know Life the World though. I started it about 3-4 weeks ago now, but I grinded and got a lot of stuff earlier. Pretty sure, yeah, I defeated the Wither within the second day, and the dragon as well. But I do that more for convenience, elytras and that. If I get into a war or trouble, I got you. Nice. I got myself covered though. I'm stacked. I almost make it like a job if I'm the world owner to have like the most power no matter what. I mean there's only to an extent ever since I added netherite and stuff. This is sick. But yeah. Only to an extent can you have like more power than the others because everyone's got netherite in that. Hey yo. I got a bunch of health pots and that in my ender's chest. I think, yeah, as long as you've got God apples, you're good. And you've got a good bow. You can just bow spam people. There's ways of like trapping people in that, but I think honestly, PvP's all funky with shields um and full netherite and that. People just take too much hits. You can just crit. There's no knockback. I mean, you can just tank shot hits and there's no knockback. They made a change so like not netherite negates all knockback and everything. Looks good. So I can't imagine um what like a PvP would be like. I've never done it with netherite. Oh, sorry, I hope my cable isn't all weird. It's caught on another cable. I've got too many cables. Okay. Um I'm gonna go up and end the stream. I'll no one really watches. People at the start, but I talk to myself for the most part. What's new? Going off. Can you still Nah, you definitely would be able to. You need a too high area though. Yeah, you can still teleport to stuff. I'm pretty sure. That was something that I always like thought I always had a secret room in one of my bases that had a like one thunder wall so I could easily escape. And like walls I thought there would be a threat. I will see.